I wondered what happened to him. What made someone so heinous, so spiteful, so manipulative, so evil? You want to know what happened? You want to know why your abuser turned out the way that they did? Because in a world where innocence is destroyed, where innocence is taken as weakness, where innocence and light and love exist, is the same world that condones it, that makes you out to be crazy because you are not like them, because you are not a bad guy. So it forces you to become it, the bad guy. You never get ahead doing good. You never get ahead doing what's right. You never get ahead being the good guy. You only get ahead hurting people that are weaker than you and climbing the fucking ladder. That's what made your abuser who they are. They used to be someone so soft, so loving, so innocent, so charismatic, so open-hearted, and that person got destroyed. And you are just like them. You weren't exempt from being human. You weren't exempt from being dangerous. You weren't exempt from your negligence or your ill will towards someone else. Have you never felt greed? Have you never felt envy? Have you ever maybe did something you shouldn't have? And then rationalized it later? Have you never done that? You were just like everyone else, playing the victim, wondering why your abuser was the way that they were, and somehow you've mistaken yourself as someone that doesn't have those same things inside of them. This is why I've developed the Unity Matrix. Unfortunately, I'm someone that has the answers of why things are the way that they are, and the inevitable truth that evil exists, and there's nothing that we can do about it other than do our best not to add to it. I've created a 5-phase system that allows you to learn how to come into internal coherence. That internal coherence is this. We have 5 phases. We have the physical plane, the intellectual plane, the social plane, the emotional plane, and the spiritual plane. When we cannot combine all 5 of those planes, it is impossible to act as a coherent being, because all 5 of these things aid in our well-being. When one area of our well-being is disrupted, other areas of our well-being also become disrupted, and we become scattered. Fragmentation is a beautiful part of being human, and it's not something that we need to fight against, but something that we need to learn how to correct. No human is innately good nor bad. No human is innately horrible. We only have humans that do not choose the right things, the things that don't add to destruction. That's what I'm here to teach you how to do. I'm sure many of you have spent the last 8 years, 8 months in therapy, and the subtle reflections aren't getting you to where you need to go. The reason for this is because there isn't a toolkit that sets you up for therapy before you get there. There is no, how do I build nervous system capacity? You just hope that it gets done in therapy, and you get hooked to all of these different modules or mechanics or programs that never really work. We have really paved a way to create a system that allows you to do the work before the inner work gets done. And what I mean by that is this. We have these planes, and in order to be able to cohere them, there are specific things that we all need to learn and know about before we get there. Whether you are a leader or brand new to self-development, and sometimes you are a leader brand new to self-development. In order to truly be able to land and get into the internal shifts that you're looking at making, what has to be done are the cores and the foundations. In order to be able to get here to the intellect or into the emotional realm, you have to surpass the intellectual and social. So I have set up modules and a course to be able to process these things and set up internal systems before navigating the deeper emotions. Without navigating our deeper emotions, it's impossible to connect to the spiritual world in a real, wholesome, deep, feeling understood way. It is impossible to elevate your consciousness or elevate your awareness without tapping into these. Our emotions are a navigation system, not something to ignore. And the easiest way to navigate life is by ignoring the navigation system, because we aren't told how to do it. We aren't told how to tap into our instinct, how to tap into our discernment in a way that actually helps us lead and have a life that is governing ourselves. And in that process, as you learn how to govern yourself, as you have that internal coherence, it'll only be natural that you end up leading and governing other people. So that's what the Unity Matrix does. For those of you that are interested, head over to the reddiamondassociation.com. It's reddiamondassociation.com, and there is information over there. If you are interested, you can also tap one of those buttons and I will send you over an entire PDF of everything that we stand for, everything that's inside of the Unity Matrix, what we live by, and how we conduct everything that we do within our organization. This covers the why, this covers the what, when, where, and the how. So if you were interested, definitely go check that out. Thank you for being here, and I am looking forward to seeing you there.